3 days ago, in the middle of a normal Tuesday afternoon, my life split in two with a single text. I was buried in spreadsheets at work when my phone buzzed. I expected something small, maybe my wife asking about dinner. Instead, I read words that felt like they'd been typed with ice. I want a divorce. All communication through my lawyer, Mr. Peterson. His contact details will follow. 15 years of marriage ended with one text. No fight the night before. No warning signs, no uneasy silences at dinner. We'd actually been laughing over weekend plans. Yet with that message, Olivia didn't just end a marriage. She set the rules. Lawyers only. I stared at the screen for what felt like forever, a storm of emotions swirling under my skin. Shock, anger, hurt. But over it all came this strange, cold clarity. If she wanted it to be legal, formal, and impersonal, then I'd meet her there. My only reply was, understood. And then I acted. She had supplementary credit cards under my account. Not joint, just authorized user. I logged into my banking apps, clicked cancel, and that was that. I stopped her monthly discretionary allowance transfer, changed passwords for every subscription under my name. Netflix, Prime, Spotify. If she wanted streaming, she could pay for it. Even the gas card tied to my account was useless now. It wasn't revenge. It was compliance. She wanted lawyers? Then all informal agreements ended instantly. She burned the bridge. Why would I keep sending supplies across the ashes? By Friday, her lawyer called me directly. His tone was sharp, impatient. My client is experiencing some difficulties. Her cards declined, funds abruptly cut off. This is highly irregular, I stayed calm. Mr. Peterson, my wife demanded all communication go through you. I complied. Any support moving forward must be legally arranged through counsel. You have my lawyer's details. He tried pressing necessities, accommodation, groceries. I reminded him, Olivia herself ended our status quo. She created the rules, not me. If she wanted support, it had to be legally defined. That conversation ended fast, but my hands were trembling when I hung up. The adrenaline was real, but so was the validation. She wanted cold and legal. She got it. 1 week later, Olivia's legal team filed for emergency spousal support in exclusive use of the house. The number they demanded was laughable. Basically, they wanted me to bankroll her old lifestyle plus her new one. Ms. Cole, my attorney, countered with a far more modest figure, based on actual needs. The judge sided closer to our proposal. Olivia got basics covered, not luxuries. That's when the personal attacks began. First, her best friend Haley called, furious. She claimed Olivia was homeless and starving because I'd cut her off. I reminded her Olivia herself had chosen the lawyer's only rule. If she regretted it, she could admit that, but she wouldn't. Instead, Haley threatened, she'll take you for everything. I answered simply, she can try. That's why we have lawyers. Then Olivia herself tried to sneak around. An old joint account we'd forgotten about had about $500 in it. She attempted to drain it, but the bank flagged it as suspicious. I froze the account and logged everything. For all her lawyer's accusations of me acting in bad faith, this proved she wasn't sticking to her own rules either. 3 weeks in, things escalated. Olivia filed complaints with my HR department, anonymous of course, accusing me of using company resources for personal legal matters. Completely false. My boss dismissed it after checking logs, but the attempt itself said everything. When that failed, her mother called me crying, guilt-tripping, demanding I do the right thing. I held my ground. It became obvious they weren't interested in fairness, just manipulation. So I doubled down. Through my lawyer, I filed motions to secure control over the house, pushed for full financial discovery, and cut off the car lease I'd been covering. Olivia was forced to face the reality she'd been avoiding. Every decision I made was documented, legal, and airtight. She wanted war through paperwork. I gave her exactly that. 6 months later, the divorce was finalized. Olivia fought hard, but every stunt, every manipulation, every hidden move backfired. The judge ordered a nearly even asset split, though I got a slight edge thanks to her hidden savings and stocks that came to light. Spousal support? 2 years only, rehabilitative, and far less than she wanted. Enough for her to transition, not to coast on entitlement. The car? Repossessed. The house? Sold. Proceeds divided. Her lifestyle of comfort without responsibility? Gone. And me? I came out scarred, sure. Divorce is ugly no matter what. But I also came out stronger. I kept my job, my reputation, and a fair share of our assets. More importantly, I learned how to hold the line. Olivia wanted a cold, transactional divorce. She got exactly what she asked for. There was no Hollywood-style revenge, no dramatic showdown, just her facing the steady, unshakable reality of the choices she made. And me? I finally walked away with peace, clarity, and the freedom to rebuild on my own terms. That's satisfaction enough.